welcome back to Coffee and Cramps, where we brew the unfiltered health about women's health. Today is a special episode, and we are bringing on our beautiful co-host, Bea, and
hi.
Tell us a little bit about herself and a little bit about her journey and her story. How are we going?
Oh, I'm good, girl. I'm like, shit, this is different. I'm usually the one behind the camera, not in front of it. I'm looking over and I'm like, shit, girl, what do I do?
Smile, baby. Smile and be beautiful.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. That'll be me.
It's so good to have a company here, have someone a part of the team, and bringing Coffee and Cramps to life.
I'm super excited. I'm excited to be here and thank you for having me. I'm privileged.
I'm pretty privileged, to be honest. Hey, you're gonna make me cry.
Hey, you don't know yet, girl. You might lose some viewers now.
You're feeling great today.
Yeah, we
How
are.
are you feeling about coming onto the podcast?
I'm feeling excited. I'm excited to do something outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And yeah, just talk about, women's issues, endo, PCOS, all of the things that are like intertwined with that. Yeah. And yeah, who knows, like if it helps somebody else out there who is struggling or who isn't sure or who feels alone, then my job here is done.
That's what we love. That's what we love. And that's what Coffee and Cramps is about.
Yeah.
Girls rule the world, don't we?
Who run the world? Girls.
That's what...
Yes, girl.
Yeah. And that is why we are here today.
Yes.
That's why we're here today. And I think it is. It's women's health is the utmost importance.
Yeah.
And I think it comes from so many different avenues that not everything fits into a box.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about this podcast.
Yeah, and everyone's journey is different. Everybody's symptoms are different. And what I experience and what you experience is so different. So to be able to come here and create a space where everybody can share like their different journeys, I think that that's so amazing.
Yeah, and I agree. 100% agree. And I just think, it's going to bring in so many different stories, so many different voices.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to meet some new people, talk some shit. Nah.
Have a yarn. Where are you at with your health right now?
What a question.
I know, we've hit them strong today.
We're right into it. So, right now, I guess that I'm in a re-diagnosis stage. So, when I was really young, maybe like 16, I had some issues where I had like quite intense like hair growth, like way more than you fucking need when you're 16. And like irregular periods and a few other little things. So they actually said that they thought that I had PCOS then. But back then...
There was probably next to little known.
Yeah, and there, I guess, how they sort that out then is they put you on the fucking pill.
Yeah.
The pill solves everything. And so yeah, they put me on the pill and I took it for a little while. And then, I dated women when I was young. So... I didn't really care. I stopped taking the pill. I kind of got used to like the extra bits, like the hair growth and that, and having children wasn't really a thing for me. Yeah. If that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Fast forward, met my baby's dad. I do have one beautiful daughter, thankfully. But now it has become an issue because I do want more kids and I just don't get pregnant. So my symptoms, I suppose, as I've gotten older, have gotten worse. And then I really struggle to get pregnant. And then when I get pregnant, I struggle to keep my baby. Yeah. If that makes, Yeah.
And so that's probably like the biggest key thing. I think through, like, it's such a common theme through women's health. Yeah. Is we go through these motions and we think it is what it is, or it's happened, or, whatever the situation may be. Yeah. But it's that delay. Yeah. Because now we're all at the stage where we're sitting here and we're going, you know what, we want another babies. We want more babies. Yeah. We want to add to that. And I really struggle with the lack of information within our system. Yeah. To be able to get on top of those problems sooner rather than later. Even
me, like right now, I'm like, where do I even start? I'm like, I can't be bothered going through like the whole you know, sit, but I have to, you know, I'm not getting pregnant and I really want another baby. I don't want to be an only child. I don't want to, I am an only child actually, but I don't want my baby to be an only child. I actually have visions of like a really big family. Me for 5 years. So the likelihood of me getting pregnant more than one time should be quite high.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I do have other, you know, like symptoms and stuff. So I'm still a hairy girl. I just don't give a fuck.
But see, we love that as well. That's all part of it.
Yeah.
That is all part of it. And it's all part of accepting those things.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for me, I'm on that flip side. For me, I'm bloating, girl. Some days where I'm like, you know what? I'm accept this for what it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to run with it.
Really sensitive skin. So like waxing and actually like clean shaving. So my man's beard trimmer. Great little tool. Really, so funny. So I do get like the other things as well. Like I get quite bloated. I get like when I am ovulating and when I obviously have my period, it's very painful. Sometimes like I like almost can't even function for like the first day or two, and then it kind of eases and I can get back to normal. And obviously blood flow and stuff like that, you know, sometimes heavy, sometimes light, sometimes I'll bleed for 5 days, sometimes I'll bleed for 3 days, you know, it's all over the place. So I am at a point in life now where I actually do have to like sort it out, especially if I want more kids.
See, and that's what it comes down to, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a deciding factor.
Yeah.
It's deciding, go, right, I want more kids, so what do I need to do?
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important part to take away from all of that is knowing, you know, and kind of going, okay, what is it I want? It's almost like future planning, essentially. Because, I would hate for anyone to get to our age and go, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm going through it, you're going through it, and it's a horrible place to be, mentally, you know, physically,
I think too, just like trusting your body, you know, like if your period is really painful or really, really heavy, actually know like that's not normal. And I think that sometimes we put into this box of like, that is normal and you're a woman and you just have to deal with it. No, babes, okay? That is not normal. It's not normal to be like crippling over in pain because you're going through, you know, your monthly or whatever. It's actually insane.
No. And that's it. We're just taught to cope. We're just taught to deal with it. It's that stigma. And like, I mean, for the last 2 episodes, I've banged on about the stigma because it's a stigma. It's saying it's just a bad period. Oh, you're all right. Oh, yeah, you know.
You're like, shut up. What do you know?
Like, if you actually are in that position and the pain is so bad, really go out and source that help. Find that education, find that source of information and really look at that. Because don't be in pain. You don't have to suffer.
Exactly. I wish that I had done that sooner, you know, like I'm about to be 32 and I haven't sorted this stuff out, you know, my fertility window, you know, I'm not like ancient.
We're beautifully
But my fertility window was closing, right? You know, and IVF is expensive and it is, you know, So if I had sorted this out when I was like, you know, a little bit younger, maybe it would be a little bit easier to manage now. Instead, I kind of have to start from literally the beginning because I just avoided it and I was like, you know what, it's a painful period, who cares? Yeah, just suck it up, babe, and tough it out, you'll be right. There'll be like times at work where I'm like, fucking like just about dying over that. I'm like, would you like a large coffee?
Extra shot.
And I'm like making it and I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know how I'm going to survive.
And that's it. We're just taught to accept it for what it is. And like, I mean, I preach on about being a big self-care advocate. Like, look after yourself. Listen to your body. Hear your body. Understand your body. Because I didn't.
Yeah. This was something that was never really discussed when we were like younger. Like
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I think if I had a little bit more information, if I had a little bit more understanding, things would have been 10 times different.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, when you do like health and shit at school, I feel like this should be something that is almost taught, you know, or at least spoken about or given like some kind of awareness. But I grew up like probably, you know, most of my teenage life and my young, you know, adult life, not knowing what any of this shit is. Even now, I probably, you know, am still quite like misinformed, but I am on my informative journey.
We love that. We love that. I think that, and you're right, it is that. And like, if you actually really dive deep and go down to the rabbit hole, which I have been in a number of occasions.
Of course.
There is a lot of things that connect.
Yeah.
A lot of things that connect. And I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I'm still growing.
Just like go away and deal with it, okay? Just suck it up.
Just be fine.
And you're like,
You really
mate, this is literally like taking away from my quality of life.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
That very moment, it was. The minute I was told I had endometriosis, everything changed.
Yeah.
Everything changed. And I can now sympathise with women that suffer with PCOS and endometriosis. I swear I say that wrong every time. Someone has to correct me. But they're all very connected. Fibroids, the lot, like the whole, everything is interconnected. And I do feel if it is educated within schools, within normalizing conversations, with understanding and grouping together and making safe spaces for women to come together and talk about it, things would be different. There would be a whole less women.
We need a support group.
100% we need
an in-person one.
Yeah, we do. 100%. If you're wanting an in-person support group,
come and see us.
So when did you feel things weren't quite right? Like, when was those first moments for you?
So for me, it was when I was young. So I'm going to say probably around 16, 17, as soon as I really like started to get more aware of like, you know, what's going on down there. For me. My mum took me to the doctor and the symptoms that I had and stuff at that time, and then following through to maybe like 18, 19, they said that I most likely had PCOS, but because of the era of life I was in, I didn't really care. You know, whatever. I was already used to living with the pain, right? Even, do you know what, when I really think about it now, when I think about like how sore I used to get, it never even crossed my mind that it was from that. It's now as an adult with a fresh perspective, I'm like, dang girl, that was fucked up.
But that's a mental thing.
Yeah.
That is the mental thing. The amount of pain our bodies can endure
crazy
is insane, and we are still taught to go to school, go to work, pick up kids, drive around, do every normal wash of damn dishes.
You just suck it up and like carry on with life. It really started getting noticeable when I was trying to have my daughter. It took me a really long time to get pregnant with her, and then because this was my first male relationship, it was a first experience for me, right? So I would miscarry, or I would have chemical pregnancies, or I would be like, I'd be getting down, okay? I'll be getting down like nearly every single day of the month, and I was not getting pregnant, and I was like, what the fuck? Then one day the little line came up on the thing, and I was like, oh shit, okay, we're here, I'm pregnant. She was the little bean that stuck. She gave me a hell of a fucking time, I tell you that. But she's here and she's healthy, and I am super grateful, super blessed. Couldn't think of anything else in the world that I would rather be or do. But growing my family from there has been an issue. So since having my daughter, she's about to turn 3. Same. I just don't get pregnant. I have gotten pregnant one time since having my baby, and again I miscarried. So that's when that's, you know, the alarm bells are going off. Why am I not getting pregnant? Why do I keep miscarrying my babies?
I was always the first go, isn't it?
In saying that, you know, if I don't ever have another baby, I am still very content and very happy with what I have. But, you know, I would love another baby.
And that's it, like, it's about growing, and it's about, you know, I mean, I want a big family. I'd love to have a big family. I want kids running around tearing my house up, you know, like, it's a dream.
Yeah, girl, they're going to fucking tear your house up, that's for sure.
But that's exactly it, and that's what a family is. That's what a home is, and that filling a home with children is that. And when you come into these speed bumps, it dampens it and it becomes emotionally draining, and it becomes a lot. And I think as well, there's that aspect of it too. It's that mental well-being when you face not only challenges with your health it challenges with your mental health.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes a speed bump a little bit more bumpier.
Yeah. So it is time for me to get on the bandwagon of sorting it out. I've been saying that for like 6 months and I still haven't made an appointment. So let this be my accountability, okay?
Yes.
I'll bring you along for the journey.
So when it comes to obviously doctor's appointments, have you ever felt a form of dismissal, a form of you'll be right, a form of here's a contraceptive pill, just deal with that? Have you ever gone through those kind of scenarios? So
I would say not really yet, because I didn't really do anything about it before that. So when I was young, I was very naive, right? I didn't care. Okay, I'll take the pill or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
That was the answer for everything back in the day, I feel like.
Yeah.
The only time I guess I really felt like that was when I had my baby. So I had a few issues. I just knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
I was quite heavily pregnant at this point. I think maybe like 33 weeks. And my baby, her movements had reduced. But every time she went on the monitor, she was fine, right? But I just knew. And yeah, it took a little bit of a battle, you know, to get them to take me seriously. And that was probably the only time that I really felt, I guess, dismissed within the medical space.
Yes.
Eventually, OBGYN came in and took me seriously. And I'm grateful that I still have my baby here today because she wasn't all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it comes down to listening to the body. It comes down to, you know, making that stand for yourself. And I'm really proud of you.
A woman's intuition, babe.
Yeah,
it's a powerful thing.
It is a very powerful thing. A lot of energy to consistently go back time and time and time again just to get hit with the wall. And so to do that and being heavily pregnant and going through those emotions, that's a lot.
Yeah, I was like, you guys actually need to take me seriously. And once she was born, my placenta and stuff got sent away. And I actually had a condition. Don't ask me what it is because I fucking actually can't even remember the name. And it'll actually happen in all of my pregnancies. Wow. So I'll be high risk from the moment that I get pregnant.
It blows me away to this very day. I don't know how many women I talk to, how many people we see and discuss these scenarios. It blows my mind how much we fight in that medical world.
It's sad, eh? It is actually sad because you can feel your own body and you can feel that something's not right, and to have somebody constantly saying to you, no, 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 it's in your head, you just have to deal with it. Here's some pain relief or some whatever. Yeah. Go away and, you know, and then you have to keep going back and back and back, and it's like constantly hitting your head against a brick wall.
It really is. And I think that's where everyone's missing the point.
Yeah.
It's those consistent symptoms or those consistent patterns. And I mean, us as women, we're getting to the point we're writing it down in our diaries.
Literally.
To have a record of what's actually happening to us.
Yeah.
And so we can actually say, look, because then we're going through that realm of disappointment, heartbreak, you know, it's scariness, it's all there.
The world of like the unknown. Yeah. A very like scary place to be.
Yeah, it definitely is. So for you to do that is huge. What's been the hardest part for you emotionally through all of this?
I think just not getting pregnant again has been the most, like the hardest part. I really want like 4 kids, if I'm being honest. My baby's dad, like he comes from a really big family. The reality is I'm probably going to be lucky to get 1 more. Yeah. I'm just being like, you know, honest. I have to live in a realistic world, especially if I have to do things like IVF and stuff like that's expensive. If I can't get like public funding or anything like that, like, you know.
Where to from that point?
Exactly. Yeah. What I do know myself is that I can get pregnant, but it works really hard, and even then sometimes I still don't. So, you know, that has been the hardest part because in an ideal world I would have already been on to my 2nd baby by now, you know, and kind of gearing up for my 3rd. But that's not the life that I live. I just have my 1 little darling.
So what's been confusing or overwhelming about figuring it all out?
I think just having to go and seek advice and actually be like, you know what, this is a serious issue. I mean, I genuinely have to go and figure it out now. Yeah. And then what does that process look like? Yeah. You know, I could go and start this testing process and it could be something more than PCOS. Yeah. That's confusing and maybe a little bit like of a hard pill to swallow.
Yes. Yeah, and I think that's for many out there. I mean, I don't suffer with PCOS myself, but I can relate. PCOS sufferers out there will probably relate to that. Yeah. And it's learning about those little symptoms and through that process can probably be very overwhelming.
I think too, because sometimes with PCOS and you look at all of these other things like endo and these other conditions that are like a lot more serious, you kind of think like, oh yeah, it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but actually it is like another health issue that you have to throw into the mix. So I guess that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah. I think and that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, as an endo sufferer, it's a lot for myself. Yeah. I seriously sympathise. I really do.
You're like a trooper, though. You're a true trooper, doll.
That's the thing, though. We have to be.
Exactly. We don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
Women wear the weight of the world.
Exactly.
Like we said, who runs the world?
Girls. How do you feel about talking about your journey publicly?
Hey.
We're here.
I feel like I've always kind of shared my life a little bit publicly. I run a business, so I'm a photographer. That's what I do for mahi, and through that I have a personal brand. So I get on Instagram and I talk some shit and I share little snippets of my life and I just don't really care.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of it. The more we share, the more we discuss things, we're normalising those topics.
Exactly.
And I love that you've come on here and I love that you're a part of Coffee and Cramps.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here.
It's so exciting. And seeing you flourish in your photography.
Getting there. Give me another 6 months.
But that's huge. And managing your health as well. And being a mum. Like, that's massive. So, yes, you might not be a
solo mum.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Yeah. But you're flourishing in your own way. Yeah. And I think that's beautiful in itself. So having you here is such an honour. Having you as part of this journey is an honour. And I think for our viewers as well, now that we've got a beautiful co-host.
Hey.
What do you wish people understood about? I mean, you're not necessarily undiagnosed, but you're still looking for those answers. So what is it you wish people understood about going kind of undiagnosed, you can say?
I think that it's just not having clear answers, you know, like I actually don't know what's going on. You get a lot of questions like, why are you not getting pregnant? Why are you not having another baby? It's not from lack of trying, like I would love another baby, but there's just no real understanding about that. And sometimes they have those constant pressures from, you know, outside influences and stuff and outside conversations. They can actually be quite hard to deal with, I suppose.
Yeah. And I think that's really a good point. It's a very, very good point. There is an amount of pressure for a lot of women that go undiagnosed, or even battling with infertility for no reason. Yeah. You know, and we are faced with those questions. We are faced with those, when's it going to happen for you? Or how big's your family going to be? And you kind of just go,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I know. Baby needs a home.
They do. So
baby needs a
I'm not opposed to, you know, if worse comes to worse, I think that's probably what I would do if I can't have, you know, another baby, or that doesn't happen for me. I probably would foster again in the future. Yeah. Would love to do something like that again if I didn't have, you know, my own bigger family. Yeah,
and see, that's it. There's always those elements. It's about going beyond the box. Isn't it? And I mean, when it comes to fertility or being pregnant or being, you know, a mum and all that, we always grow up with this idea of you're going to be pregnant and you're going to have a family, you're going to have this, you know, it goes on and on and on.
And you know what, like motherhood looks different for everybody.
Exactly.
You know, whether that's step parenting, whether that is fostering, whether that's adoption, whether it's IVF or surrogacy, or, you know, there's so many different ways to be a mum. And if you are struggling to get pregnant or be pregnant, you know, that it's not going to be the end of that journey for you. There are other avenues, or, you know, motherhood looks so different for every single person.
I think the conversations about women's health is so hard.
I think a lot of it comes from rejection in healthcare. Not just that, but misunderstanding of like from family and friends and stuff like that. And yeah, just like a lack of information, I suppose. Not just lack of education, lack of funding.
Yeah.
All of that kind of stuff. I think that all contributes.
Yeah. I think that having those conversations, it's shut down because it's almost a taboo topic.
Yeah.
You know, you don't talk about those things.
Yeah.
And
you're a woman, and that's just what women have.
Yes, yeah. And it's that generation after generation, and it's just passed down. Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that it's changing those
narratives.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Because, like I say, the more information we have, the better understanding we're going to have, and the more like change we're going to have.
Be an advocacy queen.
Exactly. And I think that comes from my personal experiences of going, oh my God, I have no idea of what this is, to now 32 and not pregnant, don't have my first child, you know, and it's like you just start raising those concerns and those voices. And I think when it comes to IVF and things like that as well, it's actually looking beyond just what you're told.
Yeah. And well, you were actually denied public funding, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was based off my weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me that my BMI is too high.
And that's it. It's such an old
Sorry guys,
mindset.
A little bit salty. I'm more for woman empowerment, okay? If you want to be a size 16, 18, 14.
You're beautiful no matter what size, what shape, whatever it may be.
Literally.
And that's another point. Like, I think that's why it irks me so much.
Yeah.
Is because when you're suffering with women's health conditions, no matter what it is, our weight changes. It goes, it comes and goes. And like...
Well, with PCOS, that's one of the main symptoms of that you struggle to lose weight, or you gain weight easily.
Yeah. See, and that's the same thing. We're pushing ourselves through this.
Yeah.
Getting told that we're overweight to just meet a criteria. You're wanting to go on the IVF criteria or like on the funding. Make sure you look at that criteria. Make sure you understand that criteria, because I got stumped with that.
Do you know what the BMI number is that you have to be? Or what their range is, whatever you call it?
I want to say 35.
What's that in weight?
I have no idea, girl. Wait.
What's that in weight?
Look at my scales and go,
someone get out Google right now.
Tell us. If it's a BMI 35. This is the kicker though.
So what was your BMI, if you don't mind me asking? For the chat, guys.
I'm pretty sure it's a 38 or 39.
Ugh.
I've been pushing myself to lose that weight to get on that criteria. Yeah. And I look at it and go, how exhausted am I? You know, I suffer endo, and fatigue's one of the biggest things. And some days are harder than others, you know. I want to sit in bed and cry.
Then the downside to that though is when they start pushing like unnatural things, right? Like there's like medicines that you can take and shit like that will like help you lose weight. But then the downside of that is a lot of those come with effects on your mental health as well.
Yeah, and that's it. And funny enough, a lot of side effects is weight gain.
Yeah.
You know, and so, we could go down this rabbit hole.
So insane.
It's crazy, because I think this checklist of this criteria, I was forever told, you know, if you ever go onto IVF, don't worry, New Zealand have a government funded criteria.
Yeah, they do.
And I thought, oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
Instantly I'm going to be able to get onto that funding list. Turns out I'm not.
Yeah. And then, you know, like it's quite scary to think about funding it yourself, because if it doesn't work...
Yeah.
How I feel like IVF works, like you get a certain amount of rounds, right? Or something in amongst that.
There's certain, I believe, I don't know if it's all of them.
Yeah.
But there are certain companies out there that have like more of an insurance policy.
Yes, yeah.
So
what is it, 25K?
I believe, so for myself, we are looking down the barrel of 38. Yeah.
It's a house deposit, girl.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. That's the other part of it.
Do you know what, as hard as that is, and like that is such a crazy number, you would pay double that to have a baby.
Yeah.
You would.
I'd give the world.
Yeah.
I would give the world. I mean, for me personally, being that it's my first child, I would literally turn this world upside down.
Yeah. And then,
that's not my path. But what I want to do here is having coffee and cramps. And I'm going to go on a tangent here. Having coffee and cramps, if that means that we're being informative in education and helping putting information out there, to me, that means we're giving you guys the chance to go out and know a little bit earlier and do something a little bit about it sooner.
Yeah.
I didn't. So now I'm in a position I'm struggling.
Yes, girl, me too.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
So that's why we're here. And this is where coffee and cramps first came off from.
It's like the 25-year-old woman who is like slowly seeing these symptoms. Get on top of it now.
Get on top of it now. This battle has been hard.
Oh, I can guarantee. I can
You're
sympathize.
in the same boat. Yeah. It's been hard, and it's an emotional draining. It's the crying. It's the waking up going, can I face this one more day?
Yeah.
But you know what? In a roundabout way, I can, because I've not only faced endo, you're not only faced polycystic. We can go around this circle, but the battles we've faced make us a stronger person.
Yeah.
Than the day before.
You are like the soldier, girl. You are.
Only because of the support system behind me. Like, that's the really only reason why. Yeah. So I am beyond excited to have B as a co-host here on Coffee and Cramps. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be thrilling. There are going to be some tears along the way, but she is here and she's an inspiration. And I'm beyond grateful to you. So
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. It's going to be a journey, guys. It's going to be a massive journey. But here we are. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Because all the important conversations are had here. We've got some awesome guests coming on. We're going to have some great chats. So, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll put it up on the screen here. So you can, view us there.
And don't forget to also follow our TikTok, which is also Coffee and Cramps.
Yeah.
That's where you can find all of the little sneak peeks into the episodes and the fun little teasers. So we will see you there.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, we're going to leave it there today. And we will see you next time. Don't forget to sip on your coffee, survive the day, and repeat it with a smile. Bye.
Cheers, girl.